Welcome to Braintree Today. I'm Sarah Hamilton. Here's a look at some of the top stories we're following. Braintree Police are sharing new insight into public safety trends in town, and new murals at Town Hall are highlighting the community's history and culture. Also ahead, a rideshare driver is accused of stabbing a passenger at Logan Airport, and a pilot was seriously injured after a small plane crashed into a pond in Plymouth. Plus, more local stories from around the South Shore and Massachusetts. Braintree Police are sharing a new look at public safety trends in town. In their latest quarterly report, officials say calls for service are up about 13% compared to earlier this year. Traffic stops saw a significant increase, rising 40%, while traffic accidents dropped by nearly 20%. Police also reported increases in disturbances, suspicious activity, and animal complaints. Meanwhile, mental health calls were down and medical calls remained about the same. Officials say these trends help guide how resources are deployed across the community. New murals at Braintree Town Hall are bringing color and community history to life. The artwork, located at the front entrance and along the ADA ramp, highlights the people, places, and traditions that make Braintree unique. The front entrance mural, created by Quincy-based artist Leah Lally, is a large-scale collage of local landmarks and events, a project she completed in just about a week. Along the ADA ramp, a second mural by artist Roscoe LeMontagne showcases the town's past and present. Lally described the project as her largest yet and said it was made possible with support from the community. Residents are encouraged to stop by and take a look. The Braintree Planning Board met for its monthly meeting on Tuesday, July 14th at Town Hall, where a public hearing was held regarding a proposal at 1157 Washington Street. Attorney Frank Marinelli was there representing John and Daniel Mento and their plans for the property. Here's more from Attorney Marinelli.
Thank you, Chair Crowhop. For the record, Frank Marinelli, and I'm pleased to appear this evening on behalf of the Mento family. With me is John Mento and Dan Mento, along with our civil engineer, Sean Hardy, from Hardy and Mann, who prepared all of the plans that have been filed with you for the proposed 10 residences at 1157 Washington Street. Also here is our architect, Brian Saluti. Brian prepared all of the architecturals that we'll show you this evening. The 10 residences comply with the number of residences that are allowed under Section 705 of the zoning bylaws, which provides for 6,000 square feet of land for every two-bedroom unit. These are all two-bedroom units, 10 two-bedroom units, 60,000 square feet of land would be required. We have 74,300 square feet of land. So there's no variance required from anything in the dimensional and density regulations for the town of Braintree. So I'm going to just go through some slides that were prepared to show you. This slide shows also the layout of the buildings. So there are 5 duplex-style townhomes, 2 per pad. You see 3 on the northerly side and 2 pads on the southerly side. Total of 4 on the southerly side, total of 6 on the northerly side, and the only drive is where there's already pavement. The substantial pavement heading towards the river is going to be removed and landscaped and buffered. This shows the existing site. There's an aerial, and also you can see down here, these are the buildings that currently exist at the site. You have, just zoom in on that. That's the office building, and then you have a storage area in here for sand and other materials, and then you have the service garage. The next slide shows the current site and just an aerial of it. And you'll see here the buildings that I spoke about. The land is in the form of a fishnet, and pretty much all of the development is taking place in kind of the handle of the fishnet. The lots, there's 3 parcels that comprise this 74,300 square foot property. This shows the layout that we spoke about, and these are Brian Saluti's plans, which show the 3 townhomes on the north side and the 2 townhome pads on the south side. Total of 10, 6 and 4, as I stated.
To watch the rest of the planning board meeting, tune into BCAM TV government channel, channel 8 on Comcast, and channel 26 on Verizon. And check out our YouTube page at youtube.com/bcamtv. Braintree Animal Control is asking for the community's help with donations for dogs in their care. Officials say the donation cabinet has been moved to the back door of the Braintree Police Department at 282 Union Street to make drop-offs more convenient. They are currently accepting items like unopened dog food and treats, dog toys, food and water bowls, clean towels, paper towels, and new or gently used dog beds. Cleaning supplies including dish soap and large trash bags are also needed. Officials say the community has already shown strong support and that every donation, no matter the size, helps care for animals in need. A community event in Braintree is aiming to honor loved ones and raise awareness about overdose. The Braintree Community Partnership is inviting residents to create personalized memorial lanterns in recognition of International Overdose Awareness Day. The lanterns will be carried during a community walk on August 27th at Pond Meadow Park. Organizers say no art experience is needed and all supplies will be provided. Those interested in attending a workshop are asked to RSVP online at thesunwillrise.org/events-activities. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more local stories, but first, here's a look at events happening this month at the Braintree Senior Center located at 71 Cleveland Avenue. The Braintree Senior Center has a full lineup of activities this July for residents age 60 and older. From weekly social programs to special events and presentations, there are plenty of opportunities to stay active and connected. The center also offers a variety of weekly activities. Fitness classes are available daily. On Mondays, residents can enjoy bocce at 10, the walking group at 10:30, men's coffee hour at 11, and pool players at noon. Tuesdays feature games day from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. On Wednesdays, Asian Outreach meets at 11, followed by GEMS exercise at 1. Thursdays include photography at 10, quilting at 11:30, pool lessons at 12:30, and knitting at 1. And on Fridays, pool players meet at noon and movies are shown at 1 p.m. Several special events are also scheduled throughout the month. Upcoming events include bingo on July 1st and 15th, and Cornhole League on July 6th and 20th. Residents can also attend a watercolor painting craft on July 13th and a book club meeting on July 17th. Later in the month, events include a presentation on artificial intelligence on July 23rd, a spa day on July 24th, and the Just Lunch program and writing workshop on July 29th. The month wraps up with the Norfolk Sheriff's presentation on July 30th, along with weekly dinner programs held throughout the month. For more information or to sign up, residents are encouraged to contact the Braintree Senior Center directly. The center is located at 71 Cleveland Avenue in Braintree and can be reached by phone at 781-848-1963. Welcome back to Braintree Today. Here are some of the top stories from across the South Shore in Massachusetts. A rideshare driver is accused of stabbing a passenger at Logan Airport last week. Prosecutors say the victim was picked up early in the morning and driven to Terminal C, where the driver suddenly attacked him inside the vehicle. The victim was able to escape and enter the terminal, where he was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Investigators used surveillance video and the rideshare account to track down the suspect, who was arrested the next day. Authorities identified the driver as 23-year-old Leonard Bacon of Lowell. Bacon was arraigned on Monday morning, where he pleaded not guilty and is being held without bail pending a mental health evaluation. A pilot was seriously injured after a small plane crashed into a pond in Plymouth. Officials say the two-seat aircraft went down in Curlew Pond near Plymouth Municipal Airport just after 7:30 Thursday morning. Emergency crews, including a dive team, responded to the scene and were able to pull the pilot from the water. The pilot was then taken to an area hospital with serious injuries. Officials say the pilot was the only person on board the plane at the time of the crash. The cause of the incident is still under investigation. The Essex County District Attorney has released a final report on the deadly wrong-way crash that killed Massachusetts State Trooper Kevin Trainor. Officials say the crash was caused by the actions of 50-year-old Hernan Marrero, who was driving the wrong way on Route 1 in Saugus. Investigators say Marrero had been drinking prior to the crash with a blood alcohol level of more than twice the legal limit. Authorities say Trooper Traynor was responding to reports of the wrong-way driver when his cruiser collided head-on with the vehicle. Both men were killed in the crash. Officials praised Traynor's actions, saying his response likely prevented an even greater tragedy. You may have noticed the sky looking a little different this week, with a yellow or orange tint across the area. That's due to smoke from wildfires in Canada, which have been drifting into New England. Officials say more than 800 wildfires are burning across Canada, with smoke traveling more than 1,000 miles into Massachusetts. The smoke can block some sunlight, giving the sky that hazy, discolored look, and may even produce a noticeable smell in some areas. Air quality alerts are in effect, with conditions considered unhealthy for sensitive groups like children, older adults, and those with respiratory issues. Officials advise limiting time outdoors if needed as conditions continue. State officials are considering new steps to crack down on reckless driving in the Blue Hills. 2 roads in West Quincy, Wampatuck Road and Chickatawbit Road, could close to traffic on weekend nights as part of a proposed pilot program. Officials say the plan is in response to years of drag racing, loud noise, and safety concerns reported by nearby residents. The proposed closures would run from Friday through Sunday nights during the summer months. If approved, the roads would remain open to pedestrians, cyclists, and emergency vehicles. State leaders say the goal is to improve safety and quality of life for the surrounding community. Thank you for tuning into Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more stories worth knowing, plus this week's entertainment picks. Welcome back to Braintree Today. Before we get to this week's entertainment picks, here are a couple stories worth knowing. More than 40 beaches across Massachusetts were closed for swimming this week due to poor water quality. Health officials say most of the closures are linked to high levels of bacteria, which can come from storm runoff, sewer overflows, and wildlife. Swimming in contaminated water can lead to health issues like stomach problems, skin irritation, and respiratory symptoms. Locally, Smith Beach in Braintree and several beaches in Quincy were among those affected. Officials encourage residents to check the Department of Public Health's beach water quality dashboard before heading out. And one more thing, if you're looking for something to do in Braintree, the Nelson Chin Summer Concert Series is back for the season. Every Tuesday night, your favorite local bands will be playing live at the Gazebo, located at Sunset Lake. If you can't make it to a show and want to watch, check out BCAM TV for coverage. Now, let's take a look at some of the movies and shows people are talking about this week. First, The Odyssey follows King Odysseus, 10 years after the war, as he sets sail for Ithaca, eager to reunite with his beloved. But his journey home is far more treacherous than the battlefield, as he must face deadly monsters and vengeful gods to survive. The film stars Matt Damon and Anne Hathaway. You can watch The Odyssey now in theaters. Up next, Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, follows Grace, who after surviving an all-out attack from the Les Domas family, discovers she's reached the next level of the nightmarish game and this time with her estranged sister Faith by her side. To survive, Grace must keep Faith alive and claim the high seat of the council that controls the world. The film stars Samara Weaving and Katherine Newton. You can watch Ready or Not 2 now on Hulu. Finally, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die follows a frantic, time-traveling man who bursts into a Los Angeles diner to recruit a ragtag team of patrons, tasking them with a one-night quest to save humanity from a dystopian future ruled by rogue artificial intelligence. The film stars Sam Rockwell and Haley Lou Richardson. You can watch Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die now on Hulu. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. Don't forget you can watch us on Verizon in HD on channel 2128 and Comcast on channel 1073. I'm Sarah Hamilton, and we'll see you next time.